afternoon. Today we will continue to study about the interrogative adverb how with the examples. Previously we studied about the sixth example that the interrogative adverb how is applied in. How much juice do you drink? In this class, the interrogative adverb how describes the definition of the determiner much that describes the quantity of the object juice, which is classified as a material noun, because the unit to count the number of the object is not defined by the linguistic group. We do not count the number of the object juice. We just clarify the quantity. We just figure out the quantity of the object indicated by the material noun juice. And in this class, the interrogative adverb how describes the determiner much. The determiner much describes the material noun juice, and these three words form the phrase of the material noun juice, and this material noun indicates the object of this clause that receives the definition of the transitive verb drink from the subject, who are the listeners. This is one of the possible responses according to the sixth example. I do not drink any juice. In this clause, the speaker describes the material noun juice with the determiner any that sets the boundary of the object without the predetermined range. Because this clause is stated in the negative statement with the adverb not, we understand that the speaker didn't need to set the predetermined range of the object indicated by the material noun juice. The speaker sets the premise that the object indicated by the material noun juice does not exist. The quantity of the object juice that does not exist cannot be specified before the speaker states the clause. The speaker specifies the quantity of the object indicated by the material noun juice as the quantity considered an uncertainty. So the determiner any corresponds to the descriptions that are the adverb how and the determiner much included in the phrase of the noun how much juice in the interrogative clause how much juice do you drink. The seventh example that the interrogative adverb how is applied in is this. How are you happy? How happy are you? In this clause, the interrogative adverb how describes the definition of the adjective happy, and the two words form a phrase of the adjective happy, and this phrase of the adjective describes the condition of the subject you. So we can understand that the phrase of the adjective how happy has the role of the subjective complement in this clause. You can understand the intent of the speaker who stated this clause in this way. The speaker intends to know about the intensity of the subjects who already feel the condition, who already feel happiness. the speaker describes the condition of the listeners with the adjective happy on the premise that the listeners as the subject exist because the speaker applied the be verb. And the speaker the speaker arranges the word of the two words in a way that the adverb how describes the definition of the adjective happy. This means that the speaker set the premise that the subject, the listeners, are already happy. This can be compared to the 8th example. How are you happy? The interrogative adverb how specifies the degree of the condition indicated by the adjective happy on the premise that the condition of the subject is actualized. This interrogative clause is stated in the second type of clause, constituted with the subjective complement, how happy, because the adverb how describes the adjective, so the phrase, the core expression of this phrase is the adjective happy. So we classify the two words as the subjective complement. The intransitive verb are and the subject you. One of the possible responses is stated as the conference. I am amazingly happy. In this clause, the adverb amazingly describes the adjective happy. So we can understand that we can understand how intense the condition of the speaker is surrounded in. The adverb amazingly to specify the definition of the adjective happy corresponds to the interrogative adverb how in the interrogative clause. The 8th clause that has the same composition of the words with the 7th example is this. How are you happy?